in 5, in 3, 2, 1.
Take tape.
From the famous Cotton Bowl in Dallas, Texas, a critical football game in the Eastern Division of the National Football Conference, the St. Louis Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. NFL Monday Night Football is brought to you by Marlboro Filter Cigarettes. Come to where the flavor is. Come to Marlboro Country.
The standings in the Eastern Division of the National Football Conference speak for themselves. The St. Louis Cardinals in front of the astonishing New York Giants by but a half game. The Cowboys only a game out. Thus, a Cowboy victory tonight could produce and would produce a triple tie, but a Cowboy defeat would all but eliminate them from the Eastern Division race. Good evening, everyone. I'm Howard Cosell. Welcome with us to the Cotton Bowl in Dallas, Texas. Our first absolutely clear, fine football weather in 4 Monday nights. An exciting contest in prospect. Dallas, with its multiple offenses, an enormous immediacy of striking power. St. Louis, with a balanced attack between the ground and air games. Swift receivers, a superb coterie of running backs headed up by the now heralded MacArthur Lane. But defense, as always, possibly the key factor. And to discuss that element, my colleague Keith Jackson.
Well, Howard, the St. Louis Cardinals have number 8, Larry Wilson, who is the safety blitz in all of football. He's the man that made it what it is today. He is perhaps one of the most astute playing students of the game. He audibilizes defensive calls from his position as the free safety. You never know where he's going to come from, nor when is he going to come. He is actually a figure of torment for quarterbacks throughout the National Football Conference, and he has driven the Dallas Cowboy quarterbacks crazy over the years, including our colleague Don Meredith. And he certainly figures heavily in the plans here tonight for the St. Louis Cardinals. Just the mere fact that he is here is a problem for them. The Dallas Cowboys, on the other hand, their defensive core hurt deeply by injuries. Larry Cole, defensive end, broke his arm. So tonight it'll be interesting to see what happens to the big all-pro tackle Bob Lilly. Now, it could be that Bob Lilly, number 74 here, will be moved to a defensive end position. If he does have to go over to that defensive end position and play there, then the bulk and the strength and the talent of the man is taken out of the middle of the line, and thereby would seem to be an asset for that dreaded St. Louis draw play, which has worked so well for them.
Thank you very much, Keith. The opposition quarterbacks, Craig Morton for Dallas and young Jim Hart for the St. Louis Cardinals. I don't think any man alive knows more about Craig Morton than our other colleague, Don Meredith. Take over.
Well, that may possibly be true, and then again, I don't know. I think these two quarterbacks that we'll be seeing tonight, Jim Hart and Craig Martin, have some similarities. Both of them are actually completing less than 50% of their passes. Both of them have run into trouble during this season and been bailed out by their backup quarterbacks, Pete Beathard at St. Louis and Roger Staubach here in Dallas. I know Jim Hart is considered by the Dallas coaching staff and the Dallas players as a very, very fine quarterback and possibly one of the best long ball throwers in football. He has a tremendous accuracy with his long ball. When you throw the ball a lot, you don't complete a lot of high percentage passes. When you've got Craig Martin, you've got a fellow who, in my opinion, as he came up as a rookie, I felt he had the most potential of any quarterback that I've seen. Craig is, as he talked with me today, has been very confused about who is the number 1 quarterback and why. He has not played consistent this year, and in my opinion, he has not played nearly close to his capabilities. The Killers like to roll off of this formation, roll with the quarterback rolling to the strong side.
3rd down and 13, Morton to throw. He's going deep for Rooker. He cannot get it. Roger Wehrli with him step for step. Number 73 of the St. Louis Cardinals is Ernie McMillan, offensive tackle. And he now gives the headphones back to the coach, so Ernie apparently has some information from upstairs. Number 26 going deep is Chuck Lodorette. At a deep safety, Johnny Roland, the short man, and Ron Whitby to punt for Dallas. On 4th down and 13, Whitby will hit it from about the 26-yard line. Low. Roland at the 26. Big hole is up the middle. He has one man to beat. He should be home free.
There he is. Johnny Roland, great run. That was a low kick. We kind of pointed that out before. Those low kicks will get you in trouble. They didn't have time to set up the rush. Roland caught that and came right back up and split them. That's going to put them in trouble. They're getting some
74 yards for Johnny Roland.
Those Dallas Cowboy fans are getting restless.
That's the first one he's broken for a touchdown this year.
Abrupt change of events, just the kind of abrupt change that we've been watching in National Football League action all year long. Look at that game yesterday when Washington, leading by 19, saw the Giants take control out of nowhere in an apparently hopeless cause to score 3 touchdowns in little more than 9 minutes.
Jim Bucket, number 25, out of Larry Wilson's hole for the extra point. It is good. 2nd down and 7 yards to go. MacArthur Lane gives it away to Gilliam, the wide receiver coming around. He's got a lot of daylight. He's got one block from Williams. He can go all the way. He breaks Charlie Waters. He's in there for a touchdown. 48 yards. John Gilliam.
What a missed tackle.
I may have just
Charlie Waters.
Have reconsidered that last statement. I don't really know how. This is the first time I've seen these cats in a long time. And there when anybody hit him, but Charlie Waters did miss him down there at the bottom. I'm going to get upset here in a minute. In fact, I think I already am.
Well, Tom Landry told me last night that he doesn't feel any undue pressure on him. You can hear the fans. Tom's keeping his cool, and I've known him a lot of years. He's a fine man. He's been a great coach. But everybody in this town is after his scalp.
Jim Bakken out of Wilson's hole. The point, it is good. And even 8 minutes to go in the first half. St. Louis leading 14-0. Jim Hart on 1st down, throws, complete to Gilliam. Look out!
Telling you.
Mel Renfro at the Dallas 42-yard line makes the stop.
Quick Jimmy Hart nailed that one in there. You're going to see Gilliam again coming in from the outside, number 44. Herb's moving to the outside, number 26. And there's a lot of room in there. I don't know whether I can give that cat that much room or not. He's got some moves. Stopped by Mel Renfro, number 20, as he came back across the other side.
He's got more than moves, Don. He was a sprinter, and at one time he was a running back, and he was the original hero in New Orleans, if you remember. Scored the first touchdown the Saints ever scored when they came into the league as an expansion team.
I didn't really know that.
Gain of 24 yards on the play. 1st down, St. Louis. That is MacArthur Lane. Look at the big guy moving. He's just inside the 35 to the 34.
How can you tell, Don, whether that's MacArthur Lane moving or the failure of Dallas to tackle?
Well, of course, MacArthur Lane's had a great year, so I'd say that's him moving. You'll see 77 missing. That's Ron East as he came in there. It's a good move by MacArthur. 55, Leroy Jordan was the one that made the stop. Leroy's kind of their quarterback there. Leroy calls these signals, telling me before the game he's trying to key their formations. When the Cardinals in a split backfield or a wide backfield, they like to run off tackle.
2nd down, 2, St. Louis at the Dallas 34. Lane again. He's got his 1st down as he goes to the 31, and he takes Cornell Green and others for a ride. Washington, a rookie from Morgan State. We will get a field goal try by Jim Bucken out of Larry Wilson's hold from the 31-yard line. Washington took a shot at it, missed it. The kick is good.
And you never know what trouble is till you're 17 points behind in the Cotton Bowl.
6 plays, 66 yards, 4 minutes and 24 seconds to go in the first half. The St. Louis Cardinals now lead by a score of 17-0. 27 seconds to go in the first half. Dallas ball, 1st down, St. Louis 16.
They'll probably roll this time. They'll send Lance in motion. We'll see what they do.
Martin throwing into the end zone, intercepted by Roger Wehrli.
That was a great move by Wehrli, and that was the zig out route we were talking about. Ritzel came in out of motion, came out of the backfield. Let's take a look at it from our end zone camera. You'll see Fritzl has already gone in motion. Craig is looking over that area. He gets a little pressure from the middle. They pick him up, move slightly. We'll see Wehrli come into the picture just in a minute, number 22, and Wehrli's having him some night. You can't really see Rensel's pattern, but he did go in toward the post and go back to the flag or the corner. There's Walt Garrison, number 32, pushed him out of bounds.
He did exactly as you call the pattern. Obviously, St. Louis was looking for it.
And maybe they know what they're going to do, too.
Cardinals ball, first down at the 20. The interception was in the end zone. Johnny Roland up to the 28-yard line, and Mark Washington on the tackle for Dallas. The clock is running at 5 seconds to go in the first half.
There's some soul searching going on there in that locker room, I guarantee you.
And we've come to the end of the first half from the Cotton Bowl in Dallas, Texas. Our score, the St. Louis Cardinals 17, the Dallas Cowboys nothing. Howard Cosell right back with a look at the highlights of yesterday's NFL action after this match.
The players the Cowboys have, what in your opinion is the key factor wrong with them?
I think it's difficult for me to say one key. They do not have, in my opinion, the leadership feeling or spirit that I feel is necessary to win. Now, I'm not going to say that this leadership has to come from Tom Landry, it has to come from Craig Martin, or it has to come from Leroy Jordan. It doesn't have to come from anyone, but you have to have it. Now, I just checked with the coaches a little while ago, and I said, oh, what are they doing? Are the Cardinals doing anything different? No, they're doing exactly the same thing. So I don't really have an answer. I could only give an opinion like anybody else. I don't think that they're playing anywhere close to what they're capable of playing. I don't think that I just don't think they're playing together as a team. I look out there and I see the offense, and it's not like the same offense that I ran, and I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're doing something that's a little bit different. I'm not supposed to know it all.
Dallas now moving from their own 20 to move to 3 first downs. Have it at the St. Louis 46. Garrison is hit this time before he can get moving.
That linebacker off. He missed the assignment.
The gain minimal. Call it second down 10. Morton throws. Intercepted by Stallings. There is Stallings, the left side linebacker for the St. Louis Cardinals, dropping back to cover, picked it off, and St. Louis has it first and 10 at their own 42. And we have a timeout here at the Cotton Bowl in Dallas, Texas, with our score, 10:55 to go, third quarter, St. Louis 17, Dallas nothing. Harry Brown, number 24, came on in the defensive secondary for St. Louis. Here's Morton looking to throw. He gets his pass away, again intended for Reggie Rooker, and the pass is short, and it is incomplete.
That'll probably be all for him for tonight.
He is 7 for 19, 109 yards, and 2 interceptions. The Big Red from St. Louis, the Cardinals, and their coach, Charlie Winter. A record of 6-2. A big ball game for them as they try to shove the Cowboys more out of the title picture in the Eastern Division. They have the ball, first down at the Dallas 45, and MacArthur Lane is at the 41. 1-3, Coward. Hart throwing for the first down, and it's picked off by Cornell Green. Now it's a foot race with Jimmy Hart. And Hart wins at the 6-yard line.
Well, they got a little sparkle in that one. Now Cornell picked that one off. And Jim Hart, I might add, made a great play to save that one from being a touchdown. There was nobody in between the goal line except Jim Hart.
Is just short of the 5-yard line, a 59-yard return of that interception, and this is Calvin Hill, and it is Larry Stallings decking him back at the 14-yard line.
Now,
Boy, what a game.
we'll take a look at this one again on an isolated camera, I hope. Actually, you see him hand the ball off to Calvin. This is a power play. Stallings actually split his blockers and came in, made a great defensive play. Stallings is having a great night tonight.
Dan Reeves has come into the backfield now with Walt Garrison for the Cowboys. That's Rensel, number 19, moving. Morton to throw, pressure's on him, gets his pass away. It is intended for Rooker at the 9-yard line, and it is knocked away by number 24, Terry Brown. Third down, goal to go from the 14-yard line for Dallas. It's wide open for Morton. He cuts off to the right side, and he gets down to about the 4, maybe the 3-yard line. Morton to throw. He gets his pass away, and it is knocked down. Almost picked off again by Roger Wehrli, number 22, a 2-year man from Missouri.
Well,
They had their shot then, John.
what are you going to say? I don't think I'll say anything.
Hart will throw. He gets away from Pugh. That's MacArthur Lane. Lane coming out of the backfield, taking that little swing pass, gets it up to the Dallas 48-yard line, and that is a St. Louis first down. Cornell Green moves up to cover Jackie Smith, who splits out. Here's Hart throwing the other way. Goes to Dave Williams. Williams gets loose from Adderley. And it's Chuck Howley, linebacker, coming back to make the tackle at the Dallas 27-yard line, and that's another Cardinal first down. St. Louis at the Dallas 25-yard line. D.D. Lewis in at a linebacking position. That is Johnny Roland. And he is down to the Dallas 11-yard line. Second down, call it 9. Just inside the 11. Roland, wide open. Touchdown.
Well, you bet. They're just tearing them up down there in that middle. And those are all my friends. And I hate to say this, but I'm telling you, they're just not playing very good football. They're not hitting anybody. It disappoints me. It disappoints me for a lot of reasons. They're not playing this game for me out there tonight. And I don't mean to imply they are. They're good football players. They're good people, and I just hate to see them play football like that.
66 yards, 9 plays for the touchdown. Roland getting it, his second. The kick is good. So we have a timeout at the Cotton Bowl in Dallas. 13:41 to play in the game. Our score, Cardinals 24, Cowboys nothing. A tidy 250-pounder. Second down and 10. Morton to throw. His pass is away. Off the hands of Rooker, intercepted by Wehrli, his second of the night.
I'm telling you, that's, that ain't telling you much of nothing, except that things are really going bad. Which I'm sure you can see if you got your set turned on.
Yeah, the whole thing's unreal, but
So with the exchange of the ball, we have a timeout at the Cotton Bowl in Dallas. Our score, 12:16 to play. Cardinals 24, Cowboys nothing. On first and 10 at the Dallas 48. Lane again. And Herb Adderley gets a ride down to the Dallas 42-yard line.
before the season started, Ernie McMillan said it all. I'll complete it in a moment.
First and 10 at the 36. Pass to Jackie Smith. The foot race is on, and he is shoved out of bounds by Charlie Waters at about the 3-yard line. Cardinals at the Dallas 3. Johnny Roland, touchdown.
Well, they're not particular. They'll go right or left. Here comes Staubach. Save the Navy.
Johnny Roland, having a big night, has just scored his 3rd touchdown for the St. Louis Cardinals.
They really have running backs, that team. MacArthur Lane. Sid Edwards not even showing tonight. Johnny Roland. There's nothing wrong with Roy Shivers. And they haven't yet begun to play Charlie Pittman, the youngster from Penn State, except the special duty team.
Jim Buchan out of Larry Wilson's hole. It's good. And we have a timeout at the Cotton Bowl in Dallas. In the cool of the evening, 10:44 to play. The score, Dallas 31, second down 10. Staubach to throw. Throws for Rinso. He's got it. He's out of bounds. Inside the 40, out at the 38, 39-yard line.
Actually, it's a blitzing situation.
Dallas ball, first down. St. Louis 39. Staubach will run it. He goes down to the St. Louis 22-yard line for a 17-yard gain. Jamie Rivers finally ran him down. Second down, 11. 9 minutes to play in the game. Staubach to throw. Got a scramble. Out of bounds. At the 6. First and goal to go Dallas. And the crowd loves it.
Yeah, crowds have a way of loving those backup quarterbacks. You know, he'll come back out in the paper again tomorrow. Well, Staubach, why wasn't Staubach in there all night? Now, I'm not saying that he should be or he shouldn't be, but it's just, I've never seen anything like it. It works this way. He gets a lot of pressure. He's almost down. He comes back. He does make a great move to come out. He's a good athlete. And Roger's a fine quarterback. It puts more pressure, I guess, on the coach and also on the #1 quarterback when you see a guy come in, and he does do well. Now, maybe he can do it that way all the time. If he can, it ought to be his.
Ball is just outside the 6-yard line. 8:44 to play in the game. Rensel in motion. Dan Reeves. Maybe a yard. Second down and goal to go just outside the 5. Staubach has it. Smeezing slowed him down, and then came a wave of red shirts. Chuck Walker, 79. Bob Rose, 75. Trying for a third successive shutout. At number 8, bouncing up and in out of the picture. Now Staubach back to throw. Don Parrish after him, and it's Joe Smeezing, number 82, that got a hand on it and knocked the pass away. Here comes Wilson. Staubach cannot get away.
Well, they let him have it. I'm at least glad to see they didn't try to kick a field goal in that situation. They went for it. You're going to see a bunch of red shirts coming. You'll see Parrish, number 57, as he comes in. Maybe at the top of your screen, you'll see Larry Wilson, number 80, as he came in. He got blocked. Stallings, number 67. They're all over him. Doesn't have anything to do. He can't go anywhere.
Roy Shivers is in the backfield. Hart gives it to number 89, Bob Brown, the big tight end who came whistling around. And he took it down to the Dallas 43-yard line. Johnny Roland. Steve Kiner drags him down. He's got a first down. Third down and a couple of yards, and it's Shivers. Look out. Adderley's got him by the shirt tail, but can't hang on. So Roy Shivers breaks it from 29 yards and goes in for the touchdown. Utah State's Roy Shivers.
Don't really think it makes much difference at this time of the game, but they are coming back at Toomey. Bless his heart. No, he's just coming through there. There's not anybody. Cornell has a shot at him, number 34. Makes a good job of running, and that is great balance. I tell you, Shivers made a great run. But I think they can run about anywhere they want to.
The extra point try is good. A minute and 8 seconds to play in the ball game, and the Cardinals stretch it out, 38-0. In 1935, the New York Giants shut out 3 straight opponents. It has not happened since, but it may happen tonight. We'll see. A minute and 8 seconds to play.
Figured to be a Steve Owen coach team that would have done that. What a master he was in coaching defense. You remember, Don.
Yeah, I remember him well, Howard. Steve was always a lot of fun. Wish he was here tonight if he was that much fun. I really, you know, I've got to apologize. I've really not done a very good job tonight, and I feel bad about it, but I was really looking forward to this ball game. I was coming home and to see these guys play and look forward to it, and I think I've let myself get too involved in the ball game, so I'm going to apologize to you folks there at home. I'm going to do a lot better next week.
We're inside a minute now, the clock running. As Staubach fades to throw. Nobody to throw to, and Chuck Walker has him back on the 12-yard line. What a night for Johnny. Easy to smile after a night like this.
You can see right there, winning sure is a lot more fun.
They got a lot to think about. The last time they played the Giants ripped them.
Second down, 12, Dallas. They're on 12-yard line. 41 seconds to play. Staubach still trying to get on the board. He goes over the middle for Holman, and Denny's got it. He's open, and Terry Brown runs him down at the St. Louis 45-yard line.
Yahoo-wah! Yahoo-wah!
CLA, collegiate doubleheader. Next Monday night, New York Giants at Philadelphia on ABC. Here's the pass for Hayes, and it is overthrown for much of the season. 25 seconds to go. Second down and 10. From the 45, and Staubach hunting somebody to throw to. Throws. It is intercepted.
Well, maybe he's the only one open. Hit the ones that are open, that improves your percentage.
Nate Wright, second-year man from San Diego State, made the interception, bounced out of bounds. That's why the ball is brought back to the 21.
There he is. Bless your heart, Tommy. It's going to be tough. There's Ernie Stoutner there with him. I have no idea what's going through his mind right now.
The Cardinals have intercepted the Cowboys tonight 4 times. The Cowboys have fumbled it away twice. They've turned it over 6 times. St. Louis leads 38-0 with 17 seconds to play. Jim Hart takes the snap and sits down. Now the Cardinals will let the clock run out.